Good morning, students. In our real-time service building chapter, we are going to learn today building the proximity monitor. Already we have location service implemented and the same service we have modified for event sourcing and command query responsibility segregation pattern. In that, the two members locations, if they are nearby proximity, so our service supposed to respond. So now what we are going to do? We are going to learn how to modify that service so that the same service can be utilized as a real-time service. So that means the response and the output and the location immediately. If, so let us say we have decided the proximity alert on 1 kilometer. So one member is, two members are nearby each other in 1 kilometer range. So they're supposed to be immediate response. And if they are going beyond 1 kilometer, it's supposed to be again immediate alert that they are leaving the nearby proximity. So already in chapter 6, in course of our discussion of event sourcing and CQRS, we have built an application that made up of multiple microservices that detected whenever teammates moved within the range to each other, that service supposed to generate a alert in message. When this system detects two nearby teammates, it emits a proximity detection or detected event onto queue. But that's where we have stopped designing and coding. What we would do now is to build a monitor that update in real time whenever the backend system detects one of these proximity. The same system we will implement in real time manner whenever backend system detect one of these proximity events. So to do this, we need to use the same UI to do something simple, but it shouldn't take a much time. It shouldn't take a much time or much imagination to envision the sum of the potential real-time user interfaces that might be possible here. So what is that? That doesn't mean you have to design the UI. There are some services that provide you to display your message queuing into appropriate UI. We will discuss that at the end. Okay. So we could create a map integration where the current position of all team members are plotted. So map service we can use, who might bounce or animate team member avatars when the system has detected they are within the range of each other. These team members might also receive notification on their mobile devices at the same time. Let us talk about how to create this kind of proximity monitoring service. The example we have discussed in this book have a couple of different components, and to implement that same thing in real time manner, we need to do some changes. The first thing that we want to do is that we need to consume the proximity detected event that comes off the queue from the service written in chapter 6. So we need it. Once we do that, we want to grab the raw information of this event and make the calls to team service. Okay, team services also we have done and discussed in this book to grab the user-friendly information like team and team members name. So that means proximity detected event, the one, the team service event, the second, and finally, once we have obtained the augmented data about geographical location and as well as name and details of team member, we want to send a message out to our real-time messaging system. So here we are using or we will discuss how to use PubNub service for getting the real-time messaging system out of 6 we have discussed earlier. The code for the entire proximity monitor is available on GitHub. Okay. I think I have shared the only one thing, but I have already downloaded it. Okay. Yes, proximity monitor. So that we will see that. In another implementation of pattern used few times in this book, we are going to create a broad scope processor class. One class that is having a detailed information about processing the event in real time. This class will have a bunch of other subordinate utilities injected to it. So we are going to write that detail and we are going to see the code also. The single main processing function of this class should read almost like documentation of high level logic. Remember, the documentation of high level logic flow gleaned from our requirement. So now I know that the reading the code and understanding the code initially will be troublesome for you. This is going to be somewhat little bit big and critical code to understand because most of the terminologies are used here but not explained here. Here, in our example, it shows the code for our proximity detected event processor. Now this is a different thing. We have used previously proximity detected event and now we are going to use proximity detected event processor. Okay, after that. So it is the high level coordination behind the proximity monitor. So in this class, we are going to use real-time team service. Then these are our part of our what we can say service. You can see here Statler word for proximity monitor.queue. So we are going to add queues class. We are going to add real-time class. We are going to add team service that is already there, but we have to modify that also. And in the extensions, we are using login and option. Let us say what is there in this particular class. We are going to use a real-time publisher class. I real-time publisher का object we are going to use. I event subscriber का object we are going to use. Now, as we are using PubNub service, we have to also use the class PubNub options with the appropriate object name. We have kept the class name, object name same or similar as object name, just small case में उसको शुरू किया so that we are able to see the phrase. Now this is the high level logic. I'm not also expecting that you all should understand it in the first go. Obviously, 2-3 goes it will require even for me to understand a little bit of that. But now, as it is, we are going to see how it is implemented, the real-time system. It is also not expected in a because it is a professional environment. It is required professional environment to implement. At least we need to give a try to understand what is written in there. So what is it's doing in proximity detected event processor? This is the constructor. Okay, in constructor we are just initializing logger object for iLogger class, then real-time publisher ka, then event subscriber ka, and then iTeam service client. Okay, this is the event. So team service will be running separately, but the team service ka client we are going to use in this proximity services. Okay, and then I option Padmabwala. This now obviously here these are all parameters in the constructor, and here we are just initializing them with appropriate values. So this is dot logger. This is the similar way we are initializing them. Now here logger.log information created proximity event processor, and now this is the code subscriber.proximity detected event received. So if the proximity detected event, some member is running through the proximity of another member, this particular event will generated by proximity detected event. That is the separate thing. But that class will send a message through the subscriber to this particular class, and then we can say that proximity detected event received. अगर कोई parameter इस class की तरफ आता है तो जितनी बार भी होता है उतना add on होना चाहिए. So that's why it is required written as plus equal to. So that means this plus okay proximity detected event received equal to proximity detected event plus the team and other information इसका generate हुआ है. So what they will along with the detected event क्या क्या चीजें notify होगी. एक तो कौन सा टीम का मेंबर एक दूसरे के आसपास आया तो team.get client. Okay, ये PDE इसका शॉर्टकट ऑब्जेक्ट है PDE. देन मेंबर कौन सा मेंबर आसपास है, टीम क्लाइंट डॉट गेट मेंबर, उसका टीम आईडी मिलेगा. देन द सेकंड मेंबर जो उसके आसपास है प्रॉक्सिमिटी में, दैट इज टारगेट मेंबर. ओके. द नेक्स्ट इज प्रॉक्सिमिटी डिटेक्टेड रियल टाइम इवेंट. नाउ वी आर जस्ट pushing it into background into real time manner backend. Here उसका एक ऑब्जेक्ट बना है, न्यू प्रॉक्सिमिटी डिटेक्टेड रियल टाइम इवेंट, जिसमें टारगेट मेंबर आईडी, सोर्स मेंबर आईडी, जो दो लोग हैं वहां पे. और लिसन, द टारगेट मेंबर आईडी, और वी आर हियर अज्यूमिंग दैट टू मेंबर्स आर विद इन द प्रॉक्सिमिटी रेंज. ओके, यहाँ पे लिमिटेड लॉजिक लिया है. एक्चुअली इट कैन हैपन दैट मोर देन two people can be within the proximity range. But our code here it shows that currently अभी तक तो इतना ही है कि two members आए तो ही वो logic apply हो, because we are taking not in the form of array or something. So that's why we need to concentrate here कि बाकी का logic, let us say furthermore object में अगर store किया है, furthermore object can be utilized as a collection of number of information, so that is possible. राइट नाउ यहाँ पे दो ही इंफॉर्मेशन ली है, वन एट, वन टारगेट मेंबर, वन सोर्स मेंबर, मतलब पहले मेंबर से दूसरे मेंबर का प्रॉक्सिमिटी कितना है. So now as we are dealing with in real time manner, so detection type. Okay, then obviously location of source and target member का location, then their distance, then their team ID, their team name, because same team के दो मेंबर अगर रहेंगे तो ही वो प्रॉक्सिमिटी अलर्ट होगा. बिकॉज राइट नाउ लॉजिक ये है, एक कंपनी के लिए 10 टीम काम कर रही है, तो 10 टीम के टीम नंबर 1 का कोई एक मेंबर अगर इसके आसपास है, टीम नंबर 9 का कोई आसपास है, तो दैट लॉजिक इज नॉट इम्प्लीमेंट. अगर सेम टीम का मेंबर अगर लेटर से 4-5 मेंबर है या 10 मेंबर है, वो अगर एक दूसरे के प्रॉक्सिमिटी रेंज में है, तो देन दिस लॉजिक इज अप्लाइड. सो दैट्स व्हाई सिंगल टीम आईडी एंड सिंगल टीम नेम. ऑब्वियसली टीम नेम आने के बाद सोर्स मेंबर का फर्स्ट नेम लास्ट नेम, टारगेट मेंबर का फर्स्ट नेम लास्ट. And now once it is there in event processor class, then we need to publish it for next real time processing. So this dot publish, कहाँ पे publish कर रहे हैं हम लोग, pubnub option में. This dot pubnub option dot proximity event channel out event to JSON in the form of JSON object message. It is published. Next is required start subscriber dot subscribe. इवेंट प्रोसेसर का इवेंट नोटिफिकेशन यहाँ पे आ गया तो प्रोसेसिंग के लिए आएगा, और जब काम खत्म हो जाएगा तो सब्सक्राइबर डॉट अनसब्सक्राइब. बिकॉज लोकेशन एक बार ग्रैब हो गया, प्रॉक्सिमिटी एक बार ग्रैब हो गई, तो पब्लिश द नोटिफिकेशन, और एक बार नोटिफिकेशन सेंड हो गया तो अनसब्सक्राइब. रीजन इज दैट लैटर ऑन फिर से अगर जब उनका डिस्टेंस या मूवमेंट हो जाता है, तो देन अगेन वी हैव टू स्टार्ट विथ सब्सक्राइब एंड अनसब्सक्राइब. The first thing to notice in this code listing is that long list of dependencies जो हम लोगों ने different classes use किए. Okay, that we will be injecting to our constructor from DI service provider. Already I have discussed each and every line of the code so that you will have some logic. Here we are using logger as a dependency, then real time event publisher, that is subscriber and unsubscribe के लिए हमने यूज किया, event subscriber क्यू बेस यूज किया, team service client यूज किया, and pubnub option. The logger is self-explanatory. It is the real what why we are using, get the detail or message into the log. The real-time event publisher, a class that confirms the real-time I real-time publisher interface, which allows us to publish a string message. Obviously, messaging queue पे हमारा काम हो रहा है microservice. It allows us to publish a string message on given channel. So here also we can specify the string. We will be publishing event of type proximity detected in real time event on this channel. So once we have serialized the data in the form of JSON string, then we are going to use proximity detected real time event. The event subscriber listens to our queue on RabbitMQ. So that RabbitMQ का management console I am going to show you maybe today or when we are trying out the practical. One screenshot is also shared by the author here, in the book. So the event subscriber listen to our queue. RabbitMQ server already installed होना चाहिए machine पे, awaiting message for 5 proximity detected events. When we start and stop our event processor, we subscribe and unsubscribe as the event accordingly. Start करते तो subscribe करते, stop करते तो unsubscribe. The team service is used to query the team service. Sorry, team service client is used to query the team service of for teams and member details. I have already told you in the proximity real time में what we are using team service का client class. An actual team service must be run there somewhere in the background as a separate component of microservice architecture. We use this team and the member service detail to populate the member properties, first name, last name, and team name property on the real-time event. Finally, the PubNub option class holds the information like name of the channel on which the message will be published. While our underlying implementation is PubNet, the vast majority of cloud messaging providers have some concept of channel for message publishing. So we should have relatively safe swapping PubNub out for different provider if we choose. That means after that, once we have published the message with PubNub, then how that's supposed to display to user in real-time system. That is, we can use a different provider. So let us talk about how to create a real-time publisher class. A good refactor for the future might be to create another small class that is responsible for creating new instance of proximity detected real-time event class from our every proximity detected event. Okay, so there is a difference, real-time event and event. Event already we have seen, and now in CQRS, okay, and now we are going to use the event class notification in real-time event. This is not just an anti-corruption function, but also augmentation of that grabs the team member's name and other user-friendly information from a functional purist perspective. This code doesn't really belong to high-level processor, rather should be delegated to supporting tool. इससे थोड़ा helpful हो जाएगा. That has been tested in isolation. So moving from high-level processor, let us look at the implementation of iRealTime Publisher interface. Okay, one that uses the PubNub API. Using PubNub API. So in our code, again, we need to go to Nugget Package Manager. If we are using, then we need to install the support of PubNub API. So these smaller things are not explained here, but whenever we are using some third-party API, that has to install if you are going able to execute this example through the command line or through the Visual Studio. Command line का भी CLI का मैंने आप लोगों को बताया क्या होता है. First we need to install, otherwise ये कोड में आप लोगों को error आएगा. So let us talk later on about that execution environment. So this is once we are having PubNub API installed along with our now why I'm saying installed. So installation means that class libraries are stored in our microservice architecture folder structure at specified space where the other libraries are stored. Then where PubNub library is added to our APIs, then there will be no error. Otherwise, you are not able to write the class like that PubNub real-time publisher because it is from directly from PubNub API. So you have to write a PubNub real-time publisher class, and you are going to implement extend it with real-time publisher, iRealTime publisher. So logger and PubNub client ka objects we have here put here, and then in constructor iLogger, these are the parameters PubNub real-time publisher का एक लिया और PubNub client का एक लिया. Logger में सिर्फ यहाँ पे लिखा है real-time publisher PubNub created, and other is initialized only. Then there is a method called as validate. In this method, PubNub client dot time. Then I think we know that we are launching the part where we are going to start our validation about whether particular service is subscribed or not. So we are going to ask for PN time result extension with the result and status. If status में अगर error आया, that means no proximity detected or event is not generated, then we are just writing a log error as unable to connect to PubNub. मतलब वो सर्विस अवेलेबल नहीं, अदरवाइज connection is established. So once the connection is established, obviously we are going to publish it with the channel name and string message. So now pubnub client.publish, पहले channel name, then message and then status, वहाँ पे भी error के लिए चेक करेंगे. अगर error नहीं रहेगा तो channel name and message, affected channel count कि एक channel पे हुआ या multiple team member different location में एक दूसरे के पास है या. The code here is pretty straightforward. It just simply wrapper around the pubnub SDK. The instance of pubnub class from the SDK is configured through some extension that author wrote as a register factory with ASP.NET Core. Already pubnub API आप लोगों को register करना पड़ेगा, install करना पड़ेगा. That I have discussed. Later on, we need to inject the real-time class. So there is another class, startup class को आप लोगों को वहाँ पे थोड़ा सा modify करना पड़ेगा with DI. So here you can see multiple dependencies है, यहाँ पे काफी ज्यादा क्लासेस यूज किए गए हैं. कोर के बिल्डर, होस्टिंग, कॉन्फ़िगरेशन एंड एक्सटेंशन का डिपेंडेंसी इंजेक्शन, लॉगिन. देन प्रीवियस क्लास का दो रेफरेंस दिया है, क्यूज एंड रियल टाइम, एंड अगेन इवेंट्स एंड टीम सर्विस. ओके, दिस इज आवर स्टार्टअप क्लास. तो इसमें ज्यादा डिटेल नहीं है, ये सेम एज इट इज है. जो बोल्ड में कोड दिया रहेगा दैट वी आर गोइंग टू, दिस यू हैव सीन लॉट्स ऑफ द. तो लॉगर फैक्ट्री है, यहाँ पे कुछ एडिशनल तो नहीं दिया है, बट दिस इज द थिंग दैट वी आर गोइंग टू डिस्कस. ये जो पुराना क्यू ऑप्शन है, टीम सर्विस एंड AMQP है, ये हम लोगों ने इवेंट सोर्सिंग एंड CQRS में देखा है. पर उसमें एक चीज और ऐड हुई है, सर्विस कॉन्फ़िगरेशन, सॉरी सर्विसेज डॉट कॉन्फ़िगर, इसमें पबनब ऑप्शन दिए हैं. देन कॉन्फ़िगरेशन डॉट गेट सेक्शन पबनब पबनब ऑप्शन. पबनब सर्विस के ऑप्शन के लिए हम लोगों ने सेपरेटली एक्सट्रैक्ट किया. इफ यू रिमेंबर, टीम नेम, टीम आईडी, मेंबर नेम, first name, last name, these are going to get, we are going to get the details. And then this is the code, transient factory, event based computer, event subscriber, and this is the new thing, add singleton type of event processor and type of the class. किस तरीके का इवेंट सिंगलटन में लेंगे, वो प्रॉक्सिमिटी डिटेक्टेड इवेंट प्रोसेसर, द न्यू क्लास, सबसे पहले हम लोगों ने जो पढ़ा हुआ. Then services dot add real time service, that will be the name of our service. Type of real time publisher with type of pubnub real time publisher. Rest of the things are same as CQRS में जो देखा था. ठीक है, कॉन्फ़िगर में लॉगर फैक्ट्री, रियल टाइम पब्लिशर. ठीक है, स्टार्टअप चैनल के लिए सिंपल वैल्यू रखा है हेलो वर्ल्ड. मतलब अगर कोई वैल्यू नहीं है, इनिशियली कोई मेंबर है ही नहीं, तो हेलो वर्ल्ड करके कुछ तो भी एक मैसेज वहाँ पे आना चाहिए. The add real-time service method is a static extension method that we can create to simplify the injection of our implementation of real-time publisher by the service provider. So far, in this book, whatever the example we have discussed, generally chapter 6 तक सारे simple हैं and most basic features of ASP.NET Core dependency injection उसमें लिया है. Because अगर individual level पे हम लोगों को implement करना है तो that is only possible, and after that all examples are somewhat professional level. What we are trying to do now is to make sure that we can create a class like pubnub real time publisher that can have ready-made instance of pubnub API injected to it. To do this cleanly and still allow our configuration to be injected, including secret API keys. Every API has their own key. Even if you are going to use in your mobile application development Google YouTube API, you need to use the keys. So we need to register a path. Here it's .NET Core is through the code. If you are going to register, so you are going to use the factory class. The factory is going to be the class that disposes configured instance of pubnub class from the that dispenses the configured instance of pubnub class from the pubnub. Dispenses means at our use it will dispense. So we are going to use pubnub factory class, and here in pubnub factory class we are going to write some code. Here this is the constructor. Here we are going to use configuration, configuration for publishing key, then subscribe key, okay, and some secure to return new pubnub. So given pubnub options, we have this in our app setting.json file, which can be overridden via environment variable. This class creates a new instance of pubnub class. The real trick and the code that will likely to come handy in our development project is the static extension method to plug into this factory into DI mechanism for immediate use. That is what we are calling it as a real-time service. So here real-time service collection extension एक class रहेगा, उसमें आप लोगों को आई सर्विस कलेक्शन और इसमें आप लोग डाल रहे हैं add real time service. A DI injection will give us a immediate feedback. Okay. So here in this class we have declared it as a static iService collection add real-time service. So static, you know that you need not to create an object to utilize it. You can use it by the name of class. So here some transitions some added. Okay, now again the second instance is iService collection with add internal. What is first? Add real-time service is also static. Okay, I'm not going into detail, just telling you that how it is converted into real-time one. The second one is also static, which is add internal. Okay, what we will discuss later on. A good rule of thumb is when you are trying to work within the constraint of direct injection system, it's to ask yourself that your class needs to work. If it needs a thing that you cannot yet inject, create something, we can create a wrapper class that allows to be injectable. Then reevaluate. So sometimes when we will write that particular thing in our code, it will show to create a wrapper stub inside the. So this classes work like that wrapper facility. This process usually results in several small wrapper classes, pretty clean and easy to follow injection path. The key bit of work in preceding code was creating a Lambda function that accepts iService provider as an input and return an object as output. This is the factory function that we pass in our service descriptor when we register the factory. Hereafter, any time any object require an instance of pubnub object, it will be dispensed through factory we are registered in line here. What is the code for it? Descriptor equal to new descriptor and then type of pubnub factory function वहां से जो return आएगा वो and its lifetime कितना समय के लिए वो रहेगा. Here the descriptor indicates that the request for pubnub will be satisfied by the invoking the factory function in variable factory function with the given object lifetime. Let us say putting it all together to see this all thing in action and make sure everything is working, we can fake the output of, now this is the one. So we can fake the output of service from chapter 6 by manually dropping the proximity detected event JSON string into the proximity detected. So we need to, on our RabbitMQ, there we have to manually put the JSON value as we have used as the output of our example discussed in chapter 6. So that part is we need to go there, we need to copy that value, we need to paste, and we are just making because a complete service is not explained here from the scratch. Okay, so after starting that, we should start the RabbitMQ management console, and then here we have to put the values. What kind of values we have to put there from the chapter 6 as output? ये वाला वैल्यू जो पेलोड वाला वैल्यू दिया है ना, this. So we have to put this value because we are manually putting the value. Actually it's supposed to come because दो member जोग्राफिकल लोकेशन पे जाने चाहिए, सर्विस सारी प्रोफेशनली इंप्लीमेंट होनी चाहिए, फिर उन्होंने अपने लोकेशन अपडेट करनी चाहिए और फिर मैसेज इवेंट जनरेट होना चाहिए और फिर कैप्चर होना चाहिए. दिस इज प्रैक्टिकली राइट नाउ नॉट पॉसिबल. Okay, so we are taking the output of that service here as an input to this particular real-time service. So what kind of output? Highlighted part. Delivery mode non persistent रहेगा, publish message में हम लोग जाएंगे. Okay? So here it was obviously RabbitMQ console पे हम लोग देख सकते हैं. Okay, then payload में हम लोगों को ये सब लिखना पड़ेगा. Actually we need to copy it or paste it or we have to type it. Source member ID, some ID, target member ID, some ID, detection time, real time, sorry, team ID, source member location, the longitude and latitude again वो भी proximity के अंदर ही होना चाहिए. Okay, यहाँ पे आई थिंक 15 का दिया है, तो मेंबर डिस्टेंस 13.5 रहेगा, एंड देन वी हैव टू पब्लिश दिस मैसेज ऑन RabbitMQ. Again, here directly if you are going to use RabbitMQ console, तो वो पर्टिकुलर किस इवेंट को मैसेज पब्लिश होगा, that is also yet not clarified by the author. We will try to execute after our theory finish. Okay, but still we have to put this into RabbitMQ console. Mein I will show you when we are going for practical how to launch the RabbitMQ, where to put the message. So now, if once we publish this particular message and if our proximity monitor service is running and subscribed to the queue, this is important. यहाँ पे सिर्फ डायरेक्टली कोई भी एक रैबिट एमक्यू कंसोल शुरू करो और उसके बाद में वो ऑटोमेटिकली आपके सर्विस को ढूंढेगा नहीं। इसका मतलब है चैप्टर 6 का जो रैबिट एमक्यू सर्वर का जो आप लोगों का प्रॉक्सिमिटी मॉनिटर सर्विस था, वो प्रॉपर चैनल पे सब्सक्राइब्ड अगर है तो ही ये मैसेज पब्लिश होकर वो सर्विस में जाएगा। द क्यू व्हेन दिस हैपन, then our team service is running again, that means background पे proximity monitor service भी running होना चाहिए और team service भी होना चाहिए, and has all the appropriate data in it. जैसे पहले हम लोगों ने बोला टीम मेंबर, टीम आईडी, तो कुछ वहाँ पे भी टीम मेंबर सर्विस रन करके हमको कुछ टीम मेंबर्स ऐड करने पड़ेंगे, टीम्स ऐड करनी पड़ेगी। ठीक है, appropriate data in it. तो यहाँ पे ऑलरेडी सैंपल सेल्स स्क्रिप्ट दिए हैं गिटहब रिपोजिटरी में, दैट शो नाउ हाउ टू सेंड द टीम सर्विस विद टेस्ट डेटा. Then proximity monitor will pick up the event and augment it and then dispatch the real-time event using PubNub. So when we are using PubNub, पहला तो ये सारा चीज सेटल अप करने में ही काफी समय और काफी इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर लगेगा, but still once that is done using the PubNub debug console, so we need to get that PubNub with our machine or on our server, then you have to use its debug console. We can see the output of this process that show up immediately. Technically it's almost immediately. First time once we launch, so it might take few seconds, but after processing, immediate. This is one diagram which is shown here from the published client. Okay. Once we have subscribed it, इस तरीके का मैसेज वो लिखेगा, डिटेक्शन टाइम, सोर्स नंबर, आईडी, लोकेशन, एंड जस्ट मिनिमाइज दिस सो दैट एक स्क्रीन पे आप लोग देख सकते हैं. Some client we have to register again in PubNub service. Okay, this is the team name. And to reply to that one, that is the PubNub option that is not required actually. Text here and we can enter the message. This is PubNub UI service का settings में हुआ है. We can also copy and modify the script file in GitHub repository, which is given here. That populate the team service same sample data as sample of JSON file containing the test proximity event. So you can run through it yourself without having to start any of the code from chapter 6. So we have to go to this particular site and then we have to download this one. Okay. I'm just looking at the code, you might not having that particular thing. We will see that one. So we can copy and modify script file. Again, modify matlab expecting that we should modify the code in GitHub repository that populate the team service with sample data as well as sample JSON file containing text proximity event. So you can run through it this yourself without having to start any of the code. Now we will talk about creating a real-time proximity monitoring UI, user interface. So let us say this is okay and running. So having microservice that fits our proximity event, augment them and send them for dispatching to our real-time messaging system. That is great, but that we supposed to display somewhere. As mentioned earlier, we could use this message to move come back on the map of UI. We could dynamically update tables or chat कि कौन लोग कहाँ पे हैं. Or we could simply create the little tools to our pop-up notification in web UI. Depending on our message provider, we could also have these messages automatically converted into push notification and send directly to team members mobile device. To keep things simple and to hide the fact that there is no as a beautiful UI developed by author here, we can use it to display using some simple HTML message what we have done. So for a full set of details now how to interact with Pubnub message and channel using JavaScript, we can have go through documentation provided link है यहाँ पे JavaScript SDK, or we can also write some. There is one example that listens for proximity event that adds information to div element HTML में डायनामिकली एंड रियल टाइम इवेंट, मतलब थोड़ा यूएफ के फॉर्म में सेम मैसेज अगर आपको दिखाना रहेगा, दैट इज नथिंग बट गोइंग टू प्रिंट योर मैसेज और डिस्प्ले योर मैसेज. सो सम स्क्रिप्ट इज देयर, डायरेक्टली लिंक दिया है http pubnub का जावास्क्रिप्ट का एक एपीआई आएगा, वो आप लोगों को ये जावास्क्रिप्ट पहले एम्बेड करनी पड़ेगी. अगर आप लोग डायरेक्टली लिख देते हो तो भी एम्बेड हो जाता है. देन स्क्रिप्ट में आप लोगों को एक बार ये स्क्रिप्ट आप ऑब्वियसली जावास्क्रिप्ट का पबनब का जो जेएस फाइल है 4.4.0 राइट नाउ मे बी द newer version is available, then you are able to embed this. The script is pubnub equal to new pubnub subscribe key, your sub key, subscriber key. This is the JavaScript code. So here सब्सक्राइबर की कहाँ से मिलेगा हम लोगों को, पबनब एपीआई में जो हम लोगों ने इसके पहले दिखा वहां पर आप लोगों को सब्सक्राइबर की मिलेगी. सो दिस वैल्यू वी हैव टू चेंज, दिस वैल्यू विल चेंज फॉर आवर कोड. हमारा सब्सक्राइबर की है एज इट इज, ये कोड यूज नहीं होगा, so we will get it from pubnub. Okay, then publish key API का की रहता है, ऑलरेडी वी हैव डिस्कस दैट. वो सब आप लोगों को ऐड करने के बाद इन दैट सेम जावास्क्रिप्ट कोड यू हैव टू राइट pubnub ऐड लिसनर. हम वेरिएबल हम बनाएंगे, चैनल नेम, ग्रुप नेम, नॉर्मल देते हैं बिकॉज वी आर गोइंग टू प्रिंट हियर मैसेज. फिर यहाँ पे कोई मैसेज अगर आप लोग को डालना है उसको हम लोग प्रिंट कर रहे हैं एक नया जावास्क्रिप्ट के थ्रू ही हम लोग HTML टैग यूज कर रहे हैं जिसको डॉम कहते हैं, डॉक्यूमेंट ऑब्जेक्ट मॉडल, जिससे आप लोग HTML टैग भी क्रिएट कर सकते हैं. तो यहाँ पे एक्चुअल HTML टैग क्रिएट डायरेक्टली नहीं लिखा है, थ्रू जावास्क्रिप्ट क्रिएट किए. तो यार न्यू डिव इसमें लिखा है डॉक्यूमेंट डॉट क्रिएट एलिमेंट डिव. तो ये क्या करता है, डिव एलिमेंट क्रिएट करता है आप लोगों का डॉक्यूमेंट को राइट करके उसको HTML फॉर्म में. देन उसमें न्यू स्ट्रिंग डाला आपने, कौन सा स्ट्रिंग डाला यहाँ पे, मैसेज डॉट टीम नेम, देन मैसेज डॉट सोर्स मेंबर नेम, मैसेज डॉट डिस्टेंस कितना है, एंड देन उसका इनर में वो आप लोग ये नया स्ट्रिंग को पुट करेंगे किसमें, न्यू ड्यू. न्यू ड्यू मतलब अपना ड्यू नाम का एक टैग रहता है HTML में, उसका इनर HTML में सारा स्ट्रिंग प्रिंट करेगा. एंड old ड्यू document dot get element chat log. Okay, let us, these are the functions that are mandatory. Console.log subscribing proximity event, and here this is your normal tag. इसके अंदर आप लोगों का div में एक नया div क्रिएट हो जाएगा जो यहाँ पे न्यू क्रिएट किया गया है. ओके, उसके अंदर ये ऑटोमेटिकली मैसेज आएगा. यहाँ पे आप लोगों ने कुछ लिखा नहीं है, so there supposed to be message in this place because div is created dynamically. So here we have HTML div called a chat log. Every time we receive a message from Pubnub channel or proximity event, we create a new div and append it is as child. This new div has the name of the team as well as the names of the source and target members. वही वहां से ही वो API का की का रजिस्ट्रेशन किया है. ओके, सीक्रेट की यूज किया है, आप लोगों ने सब्सक्राइब की यूज किया है, जावा जेसन ऑब्जेक्ट वहां पे ऐड किया, सॉरी नो जावास्क्रिप्ट ऑब्जेक्ट आपने वहां पे ऐड किया है. आई एम सेइंग ऑब्जेक्ट बट दैट इज अ फाइल. और उसके थ्रू सिर्फ आप लोग जो पब्लिश और आपका रियल टाइम इवेंट ने जो मैसेज दिया है वो सिर्फ आप लोग वहां पे प्रिंट कर रहे हैं. यू शोन हियर एज अ प्रॉक्सिमिटी मॉनिटर. प्रॉक्सिमिटी इवेंट्स आर आल्सो लिस्टेड बिलो. टीम का नेम, some name member, red soldier moved from 13 point PM to red leader, whatever it is. जैसा आप लोगों का इनपुट रहेगा वैसे ही यहाँ पे फेच करके यहाँ पे आउटपुट लाए. So it's worth pointing out that you don't need to host this file on server. You can open it in any browser and the JavaScript just runs. So point here is जावास्क्रिप्ट में रन करके आउटपुट दिखाना इज जस्ट द लास्ट एंडिंग मैच, such as we are going to show or going to utilize some UI. बट उसके पहले तक का जो काम है वो रियल टाइम सिस्टम का माइक्रो सर्विस का इम्पोर्टेंट है. हाउ टू प्रेजेंट इट, दैट डिपेंड्स ऑन. When you look at the documentation of PubNub or other SDK, including mobile, you will see how easy to achieve real-time communication between backend service, end users having web browser, mobile devices, and other integration points. This ease of use isn't limited to just PubNub. Either most cloud messaging provider, including Amazon, Azure, Google, have very they are easy to use SDK, and their documentation is typically rich and full of good examples. So obviously we are going to try to execute the same in our rest of the lecture once we are finishing one more chapter, that is just putting it all together. Okay, some summary chapter is there, and that we are going to finish on Sunday. Sunday we are going to discuss about the practical, how to write the journals also. So all of you supposed to attend the Sunday's lecture. We will finish the first remaining one chapter, which is smaller one. And then after that, in upcoming weeks, I will notify when I will conduct the lectures. And in that lectures, we are going to execute the examples with the help of either Visual Studio or either console. The remaining example, which might not be there in part of your, what we can say, your journal, but as the book is giving us exploration kind, we can also use the another example which are almost similar, or at least some satisfaction should be there that we are able to at least see how the microservices of that particular concept is developed and executed. So I will end here. Thank you so much for your presence in the lecture. Meanwhile, I will just send you the attendance. Do you have any questions, students?
No, sir.
Okay.
No, sir.
I'll just put the attendance. You can give the attendance. And we will meet on Sunday for officially finishing the syllabus with the journal writing details. And then obviously we are going to take only few lectures to just execute the microservice, which are, I think, if we do, that is better for it. So I have posted the attendance. I'm just requesting everyone to immediately give the attendance, and you can leave the. Thank you so much.